First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders, great millstone, and salutations to all Yakim on the highways and byways, teaching his work sincerely and faithfully. This is going to be a lesson on mirth. Jake trying to mix the truth with the worldly effects, worldly desires. Trying to seem like worship, serving the Lord is boring. It's just like Jake always want to party. You could you don't gotta put the two together. Why you gotta turn the feast of dedications into some type, or the feast of tabernacles into something like a party? Like, just keep it strictly, you know, strictly with how the Lord wants it. Jake had all the time in the world to have fun. Jake wants to have fun forever. But when is it time to get serious? Like, Jake wants to keep partying and BSing to the end of days. We've been the end of the day since Yahushua been on the cross. But literally we are there. But I want to get the scripture, Isaiah 24:11. What made me bring this up is that a brother did a response video to Jake that actually made a post on Twitter. It was a thumbnail, and he was talking about how Jake wanted to have fun. Like, Jake was the dude was talking about how he wanted to how it's boring. Like, we're not making it enthusiastic as it should be. Like, what do you mean? Either people accept it or they don't. What the scripture said when the Lord told us to make the lamb on the Sabbath, the Passover, the Passover, on the Passover. He said, don't season it, don't put salt, don't put no adobo, no nothing. Just eat it after it's done out the oven, right? You just eat it the way it is. Because when the Passover happened in Egypt, we didn't have time to like do all of that. We just had to prepare it, do what the Lord asked of us. Boom. Follow simple instructions. With the scripture, what did Samuel told Saul? It's better to worship the Lord than to sacrifice unto him. Basically saying, like, actually better to listen. But Jake don't want to listen. Jake want to do their own thing, try to add like, yo, Lord, look what I'm doing. You're doing more. You're doing too much. Isaiah 24:11. There's a crying for wine in the streets. People are gonna be crying and wine in the street. The guy that made that post is gonna be complaining. He's gonna be all depressed when the days of Jacob trouble, because Jake wanna keep playing. Right? All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. That's coming. When Jake wanna keep playing. Ecclesiastes, Jake wanna keep having fun. Jake wanna mix the truth with the joyous things of this world. Having fun all the time, right? I'm gonna get this, Ecclesiastes 3:8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. There's a time and place for everything. You can't have fun every single time. That's an unbalance. That's an unbalance. It's an abomination to the Lord, right? Basically you're going against what the Lord wants. Not only that, but let's read this article. World War III is kicking off, and you're worrying about having fun, man. When these troops come over here, I don't even know. It could be like that. Troops could be parachuting out the sky, secret agents. But whatever. There's gonna be we're gonna be coming to some dark time. What are you gonna do? Pop lock your way out of it? You're gonna, crump. Step up. In Romania, U.S. troops trains close to Russia's war in signature of Moscow. Deployment to a NATO country near the conflict in Ukraine is seen as a model of deterrence for a U.S. military that has recently stepped back from direct fighting. Let me read that. Deployment So like, I'm gonna reread it. The deployment to a NATO country near the conflict in Ukraine is seen as a model of deterrence for U.S. military has recently stepped back from direct fighting. The airbase in Romania, I'm not gonna read all that. The airbase in Romania, the soldiers of U.S. Army is 101 First Airborne Division trained, eat and sleep on the drab, sprawling post in southeast Romania, a mere 7-minute rocket fight from where Russia has stockpiled munitions from Crimea. Further north, in military exercises with Romanian troops, just a few miles from the Romanian border, U.S. troops, also from the 101 First Division, are fighting artillery, launching helicopter assaults, and digging trenches similar to those on the front lines in the region near Kherson, the Ukrainian port city from which Russian troops retreated in November. It is the first time the 101 First Airborne Division has been deployed to Europe since World War II, and with their presence with the president in Romania, a member of NATO, its soldiers are now closer to the war in Ukraine than any other U.S. Army unit. They said they haven't been deployed since World War II. And what people have been saying, this is World War III we're in, you know? And it's happening, right? It's happening. And what are you going to, Jake what are you going to, who knows what's going to happen? Martial law is coming, you know that? Jake want to keep playing, when you going to get your mind right for what's coming, you got to, we're going to have all the joy in the kingdom. Its mission is considered a model for an American military has newly stepped back from 2 decades of actively fighting wars into an era of trying to deter adversaries using a show of force as well as training, weapons, shipments, and other aid to drive home the point. So a NATO ally is preparing to go to war. Jake worrying about having fun, you know? But this is Jake. Jake ain't worrying about watching his house. I'm gonna get Matthew 24:43. But know this, that if the... Well, actually, I'm going to save this for last. I'm going to read more. Let's read. Comments for ride destroyed. Disney World fans cry out against miserable state of attraction. The quality, particularly on the Florida property, has been declining since the early 2000s. My trip in 2010, literally every attraction we rode had been faults, but at least there was still live entertainment everywhere there. This is no longer the case. It used to be that you could tell when a ride was going to be closed down because they stopped doing routine maintenance on it. But nowadays, they're so far behind on routine maintenance of everything that is impossible to tell. You clowns still drive. But you guys go ride on these things. Just rode it yesterday. Everything was working. It needs TLC, but it wasn't destroyed. It's been bad for years now. It's just so sad. Garbage overflowing at the Polynesian parking lot. A couple years ago was my old crap moment. The attention to details is fighting for survival. It ain't pretty. Fighting for survival. But look at this. This one dude, funny, I was there too. Somebody was working also on him. It was good then too. Okay. Just said I have a relative that is a cast member, and I asked about why so many rides are in such bad shape. Their reply was not enough maintenance staff to keep them working properly, much less ensuring they are clean, painted, and look great like they used to. They said when a ride breaks down, the service staff band-aid the problem just to get it running and not to fix the problem. They also said not enough staff after hours to fix problems. They said in the 7 years they have been working at Disney, it is a steep decline, and the cast members have zero hope that Iger can really do anything. He is being called a placeholder and nothing more. So basically, they had a relative that even works there at these the amusement parks in Disney World, saying that they don't have enough members. That's the mirth going out, man. Since the early 2007, it's been crap. After Esau landed on the moon, his country been in decline. The early 2000s, the collapse of the economy, the rides are trash, the food is terrible, the air is this country's finished. Jake want to have fun. This is showing you right now that this country is not, and Jake want to keep having fun, right? You know, rides aren't working. Oh, he did a recent ride. Oh, let me get 60 plus people stuck on Orlando Ferris wheel after sparks fly power failure.
What's happening here right now? I'll step out of the way. You can see the swings, the lights there are on. Ferris wheel is still dark, like you said. They are manually moving the wheel to get people out. But you can see in this video, Orange County Fire said there was some kind of power failure, but a viewer showed us this video that shows a huge sparks coming from one of the pods. 20 pods were occupied when the power went out around 6:20 this evening. Firefighters climbed up the wheel to let people who were stuck on the ride know what was happening. As you can imagine, must be a scary situation to be stuck on a ride like that. But firefighters have trained for scenarios like this before. They explained to us what they've done.
We have a climb team, so this is one of the attractions that they practice on.
So they practiced this before.
Yes. We've trained hours and hours on this type of rescue, so we were ready for this.
So they do say it will take a couple of hours to get everyone out, but we did ask the fire department, hey, is everyone okay? Anybody hurt? And they said, no, everyone's okay. No one is in distress.
What does this mean, man? This was 4 days ago. The Lord is done with these amusement parks, and he's done with Jake having fun. And he's done with everybody having fun in this place. You know, the Lord said, you want to have fun in 2023? I got you. Say no more. 6 people got stuck on that damn Ferris wheel. You know, the Lord, I think this was 4 days ago. It was probably in the last couple of days before 2023 came up. The Lord said, you know what? Right before 2022 ends, I'm going to give you guys something. You know, look, stuck on that Ferris wheel. The Lord ain't playing, you know. Jake want to keep having fun. You want to go have fun? You want to go drag race? You want to go party? You know, and try to mix the truth of party and all this, trying to add your own little twist to it. You go right ahead, see what happens. You know, Jake, the Lord, you're gonna buy the wrong liquor bottle. It's gonna be poison. There's gonna be poison in it. You know, probably gonna be in the hospital after what you eat. You know, it's just Jake don't wanna. I'm eating bacteria that eats at your limbs. I don't know. You know, Jake wanna keep having fun. Look, these people wanna have fun. 2023, man. I wouldn't even recommend any type of ride. Forget that tilapia. Forget amusement parks. Forget Six Flags. No, I'm good. 2023 is not. Man, this thing that just get heat up, man. You want to go ride on a Ferris wheel? Watch, it's gonna roll off, start rolling. Watch the next Ferris wheel is just gonna roll off. You know. But Jake don't want to watch these signs. You know, these mean something, right? Jake just like, huh? So like I was saying, feast. Let's just mix the truth with the world. Let's try to party. Like feast of dedication. Let's just try to add some fun into it. You know, just like little Jake stare at these signs, like the signs that the Lord's showing us, and he's just like, well, back to what I was doing. So anyway, so that's Jake. Jake don't care. Jake too busy having fun. You know, there's time and place for everything. You know, 2023, 2020. These are not the years, right? But I want to get this, Matthew 24 and 43. But notice that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, you know, if you were watching, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. You know, but Jake ain't watching. Jake is just trying to have fun. You know? That's what's going to happen. People are going to be caught out there and they're going to be like, yo, maybe I should, you know, it's going to be like, who then is faithful and why? Wait. 40, I'm going to go to 44. Therefore, ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. So, like, you don't know when he's coming. You know, you're probably going to be on the Six Flag ride and you thought, like, damn. And this shit just flies off the damn rails and you're flying through the air, you know? You just need to be a little, you need to be serious. You need to be watching for the signs, watch out for people. Jake is wild bullying that. Esau, these other heathens, you know. But Jake, I don't, Jake just don't get it, Jake want to have fun forever and be in Disneyland forever. Foreverland, Dream World. I don't know. Jake is just, he want to keep, man, when Jacob trouble hit, man, it's gonna, you want to have fun, right? Go pop lock in front of them martial art troops. You saw Jake gonna wake up in a camp talking about, oh, what happened after celebrating, after trying to make a party out of the Lord tabernacle feast of dedications, or whichever high holy day Jake want to try to make it worldly. Jake gonna wake up the next day in a camp talking about, damn, bro, that was a great part. You can wake up with handcuffs to a bed in a camp with a bunch of people with a bunch of white masks and suits on talking about, we believe you have COVID, come with us. Like, no, please. Jake want to keep, Jake want to keep having fun. Lord ain't playing. It didn't get worse and worse. 60 people got stuck on that Ferris wheel 4 days ago, right before 2023 came up. Right, the Lord is gonna, things are gonna turn up, even more. He's gonna, all prophecy, Lord's willing, all prophecies come to pass this year. That's what the elder apostle dubbed, right? Lord's willing, all prophecies come to pass this year, right? It's a done deal, Jake wanna, it's finished, it's no more. It's not like no more mirth. Jake wanna like spark it, like how you spark a fire. Jake trying to spark it with a lighter, like hit two rocks together and spark a fire. That's what Jake trying to do. Come on, we need some more fun. After that pandemic, man, after the lockdown, everything just turned down for the worse. Jake trying to hit two rocks together to spark that old mirth back. Come on, it's freezing, right? Jake don't like uncomfortability. Jake's freezing, trying to spark this fire. Like, come on, we need this. We need this mirth. It's just not working. The rocks aren't sparking. The fire ain't coming. You're gonna freeze. You're gonna deal with reality. Next, they're gonna say no more weed. What Jake gonna do? Jake gonna have a fucking meltdown. Are you serious, my nigga? It's gonna be. What are you gonna do? Jake love having fun, living in comfortability. It's Esau is about to come down. The Lord is, you're gonna use Esau to put Jake to death. Jake is like a deer in headlights, just staring, not even noticing what's about to happen to him. But with that, I hope this video was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshai, double honors to the elders of the great millstone, and salutation to all y'all on the highways and byways. Till next time, I say shalom.